Okay, this video is about Sasquatch and the first time I saw Sasquatch and how it happened and all that. So the first time I saw it was I was at the beach with a girlfriend and I was telling her about chemtrails in the sky that I could see, and on the way home I was driving and she was in my passenger seat and she was like, "Wait, stop, pull over, there's something in the sky." And she was like, "I think it's a comet." So we pulled over, and it was like a swamp area, and like swampland, marshland, all nature, and so sure enough, there was this, it looked like there was a lot going on. There was like it looked like either a comet, like coming into the atmosphere, or like some kind of, I don't know, it was crazy. Like it looked like Nibiru or something. And this was a few years ago. It's 2018 right now, but this was a couple of 3 years ago, I think. And so anyways, there was also like these two like UFO kind of things. One was like looked like a star, even though it was the daytime. It looked like they were kind of at war in the sky, just around where the same thing was, right? And so yeah, I videotaped that, and then as I was looking at the videotape, I noticed in the trees behind, where this like comet thing was coming through, that there was these eyes in the trees, and they were lit, like glowing, and there was lots of them. And I slowed it down, zoomed in, all of that stuff, and I was like, they were like blinking and stuff too, and I was like, no fucking way. Like, I didn't even, Sasquatch wasn't even like Bigfoot, like I didn't really care about it, or like, I had heard that they were like, helping star beings out, and and so I was like, wow. So after that, when I would go, see the woods or pass by, something, I would say, I would look in there and know like Sasquatch was in there, and I'd be like, "Hey, thank you, hi, like I know you're in there." And so that was that. And then the next time I saw and photographed and like really got like made connections with Sasquatches, plural, was when I went into the forest last year, and it was there was a lot of rain in the winter, and so I ran into the forest one morning, and it was magical. I had been frightened to go in for some reason. It was around, but anyways, I went in, and I had brought a Lemurian quartz crystal with me, and I had gifted it to a tree in there. And when I was picking out the tree, I was like, I'm very in tune with nature. Like, I'm in nature all day, all year round, as you can tell. And so so I was like, okay, like asking the universe, like, or the forest, like, which tree do you want me to gift it to? And, it showed me the tree. And when I looked down at the trunk of the tree to where I was going to put the crystal, I noticed this slobber on the trunk of the tree, like, and I thought to myself, geez, it looks like a giant wolf came by and just like slobbered on it, like, because I had looked at that same tree trunk before. For some reason, something caught my eye, and I didn't notice the slobber on it, but it was like, bigger, like the size of my hand slobber. Like significant. So I was like, all right. So I went and I put the crystal in the tree, and at the base of the tree, under the earth, and And then I tried to take videos with my cell phone, and it wouldn't let me. And so I knew that it was the forest, and wouldn't let me. I was like, can I take photos? And it would let me take photos. So I snapped a few photos, and this is something that I take photos of everything that I see, and I'm not sure. I think that's a huge part of why I'm making this video, and I hope to add these videos and photos I have of Sasquatch in it, but that's where I have trouble. It's like a lot of times when I post photos online or on YouTube or videos, they turn to shit. Like somebody has the power to fucking make my shit melt and not even look right. Even if I take it in HD and make sure it's in HD. And so if anyone wants to help me with that, I would love it, because I have so much to share. I have actual proof, straight up hundreds of hours of fucking, this shit has taken over my life, dude. Some days I'm like, what the fuck? I wish it didn't, because it's I'm an outcast, and it's just it's wild. It's wild. I love it at the same time. But anyways, so, when I took photos of the tree, the tree was smiling. It had teeth, it had a toothy grin, and everything had a face in the forest. Every fucking leaf had a face. The ferns, they showed me this underground, it looked like a web, and it had it was like a tunnel, and it led to the underworld. And they were showing me that, and let me photograph it. And I got the message that this was information that was secret, for hundreds of thousands of years, and in different lifetimes I've kept these secrets, but now it was time to share. We had kept those secrets until this time. I don't think those were my original thoughts, but I think so. I heard it somewhere and it really resonated with me, and I was like, yeah, that's right. So anyways, that day, I was saying I could feel Sasquatch around, and so I was like, hey, and I could see it at the corner of my eye darting in and out, and so I just snapped a few photos like this, selfies, because I know it doesn't matter what I take, something always shows up. It just does, so I don't even look most of the time. But it had started raining, and I had my drum in the forest, and it was so beautiful. I was like, oh my god, I love the forest. How could I have ever been scared? It was so lush. There was a carpet of green grass because it had rained so much, and it was amazing. And so sure enough, there's Sasquatch shows up and is interdimensional, okay? Turns into trees whenever he wants to. You'll see in the photos, if I can post them, is you'll see one of his leg come out, but the rest of his leg and body is a trunk of a tree. And wow, okay, so right now that thought that just popped in my head was, oh my god, so was Sasquatch the tree that I planted the crystal in, that was smiling too? That's just popped in my head. But anyways, what else? Oh yeah, so then I went up the hill in the forest, and I was taking photos, and there was some blinding light. There was something kind of happened. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. I couldn't see what was going on, so I knew that something was going on interdimensionally. But I don't even try at that point. That's when my PTSD kicks in. Conveniently, I actually look at my PTSD as a tool for these, for it enables me to actually have these experiences and not lose my fucking head, you know, because of PTSD. So I just pretend like nothing's happening, and then a few days later I'm like, oh shit, that happened. So, you know, it's how I get to like experience all of this stuff. So, is there anything else that I wanted to? Oh, look at how cool people. Anything else about Sasquatch? Yes, I just, you know, I always say, like, is there anything you need? Thank you for coming here. I heard that they left their families, or they came here with their families to help. The star beings do whatever it is they're doing on Earth, right? So that's it for this video.